Hey there, Troto. I'm Manal Farhan, sending you a video sort of on the go. I wanted to respond to the question of how I feel connected to y'all's mission. And I think that the greatest part of that connection, I think, is just the human-centeredness of the concept of meeting people where they are, literally, like making wellness and self-care accessible at work for people, where folks spend the majority of their days, especially at a factory work like Freeman Seating, which I'm familiar with that company here in Chicago. I used to work for resettled families, refugee families who resettled here in Chicago, and facilitated some employment for some of the parents at Freeman. So I know that the work is long hours, can be physically and mentally taxing, and leaves little time for folks to recharge socially, emotionally, mentally. So to bring that, to create space for that kind of recharging onto the premises is invaluable. So I love that aspect of it. I know that I hold so much privilege in the fact that I don't have any kids. I have education, resources, and time that have allowed me to focus on self-development in all of those ways, in building relationships with my family and my friends and my community around me. And I know that folks that are working long hours in a place like Freeman don't necessarily have those opportunities. So that was one of the big things, a big draw, and really an inspiration. I am grateful that this kind of concept even exists. I know that it has been in place in corporate facilities for quite a while, but not necessarily in a setting like Freeman. Secondly, I have a long history, professional history and otherwise, of serving others. I have been a coordinator working with resettled refugee families, as I mentioned. I was a public school teacher in a former life, and a community organizer. And so I really approach all of my work through the lens of human advancement, human health. Like, if it's not serving the need of the persons involved, then what is it doing? And that's what I hear in Troto's sort of mission and the description of this position and of the company all around. So if I'm mistaken about that, you can clarify this. What else? My ideal position truly is to join a team, to join a team who really highly values relationship building trust in that relationship, and integrity, inclusivity. Wow, these are my values. But it's not a given, that these kinds of values are there. And sometimes people often don't ask you necessarily, right? So collaboration is something that I hold to a super high value for myself, and I seek it out in professional environments especially. And at the same time, while I love that collaboration, the sharing of ideas, the embracing of feedback, and just the live conversation about what's going well. Oh, what did you see there? How can we solve for this? And then the step away, where there is trust and autonomy that each individual can move forward in their work with integrity, with accountability to the team, and accountability to the clients, the people being served.